Hey guys, it's ColbyCheeze here for League Top 10, and today I am doing another shoutcast of a very high rated game here from the perspective of the Rain Man. But I am not alone in this cast here. We have a co-caster here with us today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, what's up? This is ColbyCheeze, and definitely, yeah, we got an exciting game here with the Rain Man playing that Teemo. As you know, he is rank 1.
Yeah, so very high low play here, obviously. And we've got Rayman here coming in with a Doran's Blade as his first item. I see the Karthus there with a Doran's Ring. And, of course, Doran's Shield for Garen. A Sapphire Crystal and 2 HP pots for Lux there. And Countercraft coming in as a Jungle Udyr with Cloth Armor and HP pots as well.
Definitely,
So,
and if you don't know, PDiz is actually the best Karthus player on the US or EU. I've not heard of anyone better than PDiz at Karthus, so it should be a pretty exciting game overall.
Clairvoyance going out over on the enemy side near blue there, spotting, of course, Annie and Elements. Elements looking to go jungle Renekton, and Annie looking to go boots and, of course, health potions and mana potions. So, quite
I think you
interesting.
mean Jungle Xin Xiao.
Oh, sorry, Jungle Sin. Elements
Oh,
simply
here's the
went
fight.
the items. Oh, and a lot of damage going off there on Chuck. Chuck having to actually flash away. Yeah, that was my apologies. I just automatically saw the cloth armor and 5 HP bots, and I was like, oh, yeah, he's jungling, huh? Countercraft starting at, of course, the Wraith there, smiting the blue Wraith. And then, yeah, looks like Rayman is going solo top with PDiz going middle as the best Karthus in the world.
Yeah, pretty standard. Karthus really does need middle to be effective. You don't really see him go anywhere else but mid. Oh, look at that. The Twitch popping out, doing a little stealth action, trying to get that first blood.
Actually
And
forcing PDiz to actually go, but we have V-Man here actually ghosting in, but of course a flash and of course a nice little stealth there from Twitch is going to allow him to get away. If V-Man would have been there just a little bit sooner when he actually engaged, he could have got that first blood off on that Twitch if Twitch wasn't expecting Garen to actually be in the brush there. But it looks like V-Man is going to take over middle here while PDiz is forced to go back, unfortunately.
definitely. So that was pretty close call overall. That's a very good strategy on Twitch. You don't actually see a lot of Twitches these days, but really good ones. That's what they'll do is they'll stay there in stealth and just kind of surprise you. And that's what really sucks about playing against the Twitch.
Yeah, you used to see a lot of Twitches until they nerfed him some, and then you just don't see him quite as much anymore. But Rayman here going top against Elements. Elements, of course, just using that. Some people call it the poor man's Doran Shield, where you go Cloth Armor, 5 HP bots. Rayman here coming in with approximately, let's see here, how many creep scores? 5 creep score versus 9 for Renekton. So Renekton out beating him by 4 creeps currently. It is still early in the game. And we have some potential action there. If you look at red buff, V-Man is, of course, roaming. That's a big tactic people use to actually roam around the map. You have one jungler, one roamer, and then you have a solo bot, solo mid, and solo top. And we have V-Man here scaring off Saint Vicious. Is that his name? Yeah, Saint Vicious.
Saint Vicious doing some counter jungling actually. Trying to really just disrupt the jungle and possibly get some kills there.
Yeah, so got some nice action there from V-Man. V-Man is still level 2, of course, but that is his job there to, of course, roam around and just try to open up ganks as much as possible before, of course, Udyr comes out of the jungle and assists in that. V-Man now actually pushing Elements back. Elements level 4. V-Man does get a nice, of course, silence off on Elements, but Renekton is extremely good at getting away from potential ganks with his slice and dice there, especially if he goes through the enemy.
Definitely, and V-Man 7 right now is just going to try and zone out Elements to keep him away from the XP so that Rain Man can just get free farm down the bottom. I'm not sure, though. This is going to look pretty bad. If Elements takes too much poke, he's not going to be able to stay in the lane against the Teemo. So V-Man is doing a very good job of being a great roamer.
Yeah, it looks like Lux actually was forced down bottom. Lux now coming back in mid. He didn't wait for a full HP bar. He just went with -1 bar, which isn't too bad because Lux is ranged. And he went ahead and went up and picked up boots there. And going against a double stun bottom, that could be very tricky, especially with, yeah, okay, I was going to say cannot had boots, but Canna doesn't have boots. It's just, of course, Annie there. But Annie does have her stun queued up there and potentially could. I believe her flash should be coming off of cooldown pretty soon. maybe 20 seconds or so, and they could potentially try to do it. They may have done that already, and that's why he actually had to back off in the first place.
Definitely, and Peter seems to be doing a really good job against Tryptamine here. Oh no, look at top Rain Man taking lots of damage. He might actually die against Elements, but I don't know. Both are very low. Ignite just wore off on the Rain Man, scaring away with just 55 HP, whereas Elements is going to get taken out by the V-Man here. If he doesn't get away, those creeps are doing a lot of damage to him, but I don't know if V-Man can chase him down. Maybe if Karthus can get level 6, which I don't think he's going to get level 6 in time, he could have gotten that kill. Oh man, so close. That would have been frustrating.
And you know, I just realized that you are ahead about 5 to 6 seconds. So if you want to pause for about 5 seconds here, I can actually catch up there. Because right now I am on my screen observing V-Man coming middle here. And actually looking to go behind Twitch. So if you just give me a couple seconds here, I can actually catch up here. We now have Rain Man actually just backed. He just now hit his fountain, if that gives you a
he's
marker
running
there.
back just now.
Yep, all right, so we should be good. We have Elements coming back up top. He actually didn't back. He just used his last HP pot there. Getting a little bit... Oh, we do have first blood on bottom from Lux. Against Lux, rather. Cannot versus Halfrican. That double stun there, like that I was talking about, is very hard to counter, especially if they get a good flash off on you. And that coupled with Annie's insane burst damage there got them the first blood kill.
Yeah, very true. It's so hard for a Lux in a 1v2, especially when there are 2 stuns. Obviously Lux having a 1v2 since Garen is roaming, and it might have actually hurt him a little bit. He's only level 2 right now. We'll have to see how that pans out. Generally, I think Garen should be able to level up more, but because he doesn't really have any type of Alistar type. We'll just have to wait and see.
I was actually confused. I didn't know if the replay function was just bugging out or if he was actually level 2.
Well, the Rain Man, he's been in Rain Man's view the whole time, so it would have updated.
Yeah, I had a problem with it earlier, not updating on another replay of mine. But, we got some action going on in the jungle. Looking some counter jungle. Countercraft is really low there. However, Pediz coming in and saving Countercraft there. Countercraft getting away with 97 HP. Pediz is going to use his ulti and does get a kill off on Chuck Bass. So, nicely done, knowing when to use that ulti. And nice save against the Udyr there. Udyr having double cloth armor and not losing those double buffs. That's very good of him. So V-Man now is laying down. He is now level 3, so good job on you, V-Man. You've got an extra level there. Rayman coming up here is level 6, going to start placing those infamous little shrooms around the map.
Definitely. And, so Teemo's going to try and put those shrooms in the bush, so that way if Renekton tries to stand there and wait for him to get close, it's not going to happen without him knowing it. He's probably going to want to put some shrooms down in the river to avoid getting ganked. We'll just have to wait and see if that's what he chooses to do.
Yeah, I was actually watching you a little bit earlier when you were streaming one of Raymond's games, and his placement of the shrooms is a little bit different than some of them. If when he places them near a blue buff, he actually doesn't place them directly in the middle of the lane. He places them on the exact sides, almost like they're little markers or mini wards, because he doesn't actually want to pop them. He just wants them there for sight.
Right, and that's what I've been speaking with him, and he says he specifically tries to place them in places where people will not pop them because they're like basically free wards, and you can see people coming, and you don't have to go replace the shrooms after someone pops it. The main reason you would want them to pop it is when you put them in the lane. So there's kind of a difference. There's going to be defensive shrooms, which are the ones.
Oh, V-Man getting a kill off there on Chuck Bass. Really? Just want to mark that up. Looks like he did finally make that up, his roaming XP up, and was able to get a kill off there with the help of Lux. Lux level 6 now. Now we have a gank down here bottom, but we had a Twitch flash away and a stealth. That is really hard to counter when Twitch can simply flex away.
Woo.
It was very... Oh, there he is. He's actually backing now. Let's see if can Countercraft actually get to him in time. No, he's going to choose simply just to back off, which is a wise choice. Lux was looking to go actually get in and use his ultimate, but Lux didn't even realize that Xin Zhao was there. So Xin Zhao actually now in a bad spot. I mean, Lux in a bad spot, having to actually run away. Xin Zhao looks like he did actually ghost after him, but I don't think they're actually going to end up going in. Oh, wait. Cannot was potentially getting in there for a dazzle stun, but not getting it. We did just see a ward go down next to the other green ward at Dragon, so now both teams have a ward there. And, yeah, a lot of action in this game, early game, definitely. So go ahead and what you were saying about Raymond.
Pause. I'm sorry. I keep having to pause so that you can catch up to me. Anyhow, so there's going to be defensive wards or defensive shrooms that you want to put down. Those are the ones you don't want the enemy to pop. And then as you can see, if you look up top, he's going to put some shrooms in the lane, and those are going to be his offensive shrooms where he's going to try and bait the enemy to run over those shrooms so that he can do extra damage to them. And that's kind of how you're going to see some of the top level team modes play with those shrooms.
I was just watching the creeps go past the shroom, and it actually looks like they kind of path around the shroom just slightly. But that may just be their walk animation, but I thought it was funny. But we now have Twitch up top. Twitch sporting 3 Doran's Blades, 1 Boots of Speed, and 1 HP Potion. That's one thing that I think a lot of players, especially lower-end players, don't realize how good Doran's items can actually be if you stack them, depending on the character you're playing. And yeah, going 3 Doran's Blades there is quite good. We're still at only 2-1 kills here at 10 minutes into the game. Oh, 2-2. Halfrican dying again to Cannot. And V-Man getting a kill off on Chuck Bass. So now it's 3-2. And Lux is not having such a great day this morning.
No, she's not.
This night.
She's having trouble. Oh, look at this. Peta is getting ganked by the Renekton. Yeah, he's definitely not going to make it out of that one alive. He might actually get a kill on Elements, though. Elements very low, going to take the ultimate, but he uses his ultimate to get extra health and does not die. Wow, very good play by Elements. Oh, very nice.
You are still yet ahead of me. I can't believe I'm actually just now catching up when Elements actually uses his ultimate to get away from that. I can't actually figure out how you're actually getting ahead of me in the time, but we have Countercraft going in here. Countercraft trying to get a kill off on Twitch. We have Rayman coming here, flashing in, is going to get the kill off on Elements, possibly. Oh, is that poison going to tick? Is that poison going to tick? His ultimate is running out. He is so low HP. Countercraft.
Really? Woo! That was so close.
Oh, Countercraft. Oh, Elements. Oh, so close.
Wow.
Oh, my God. I was wondering if Elements was going to turn around to try to actually kill him, and he waited for... Oh, we have... Peta is actually teleporting in on the ward here. Going in. Peta is killing Triptomir, and then getting a kill off on, of course, the Xin Zhao. Looks like, oh, Rayman just dying, but of course it's going to look like be a 4-for-1 here if they can kill that Annie.
Wow, ace. Peta is picking up the ace.
Nicely done. Peta with your Q spam. Oh my God.
Yeah, see, that's what makes a good Karthus is being able to land that Q spell consistently. It's one of the highest damage spells in the game. It actually does double damage if you hit only one champion. And so being able to land that is going to just do massive amounts of DPS. And it's such a short cooldown. You can just cast it one after the other after the other.
So they are going to be able to secure Dragon. Keep in mind, both teams do have a ward here, so they do know that they got Dragon. Africa's dying again to Dragon. Wow.
Break this game,
not getting your breaks. 0, 3, and 4 with 22 creep kills.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Dragon OP, nerf.
No, right. Oh,
that's funny. Looks like they're going to try to be securing Karthus blue. At this point, Udyr does not need blue, or pretty much, he just needs pretty much red. He doesn't actually need blue at this point. So he's actually going to be securing that for Peta, so he can actually spam, of course, his Q a little more. And we have some action up here with Rayman going against Elements. Elements taking a little bit of damage. He it looks like he's going more tankish, Renekton, which you can actually do being a bruiser DPS, tanky DPS like that. The new Renekton post patch rather doesn't need a lot of DPS items early game to really be effective as a DPS, and definitely Elements recognizes that.
Yeah, that's very true. Renekton is one of the stronger laners. Elements always taken him as a solo laner generally. Oh wow, look at that! The lucky
Twitch popping that nice little ward there.
Yep.
And if you notice, sorry, I was just gonna say really quickly. If you notice, Rayman actually has a Oracle ward, a pink ward down there on top of a shroom.
Oh yeah, you're right. So
it's
he's
a double stealth
to try and catch that Twitch in a bad position. That's a very, very good point.
That's a nice positioning there. So Rayman now using that offensive shroom just like you were talking about to get all those creep kills. Sitting at now 61 creep kills. I still find it's funny that V-Man is at 31 creep kills and he was roaming versus Lux, who's at 22, was in a dedicated lane the whole time.
Yeah, that's a very good point. She's been denied this entire game. If you notice, she's actually below level of the... Oh, wow. Did Peta just try and get a kill with Zolt?
Oh, Peta did try to get a kill off of was it Tryndamere? I keep saying almost Tryndamere, but it's Triptomine. Trying to get a kill off on him, but of course he was ganked there middle. And Twitch looking at a score currently of 1-1 and 2. Really, if you have to, pick two characters on both teams that are having a bad time, Annie's having a terrible time, and Lux are having a tough time. So the two AP characters not having a great day in this match.
Ooh, and a big fight going up top. Rayman taking lots of damage, but so is Elements. It's going to be very close. And I don't know if he's going to be able to get away with this tower. Just might finish him off. Oh, very nice. Just barely skating away with no HP. It looks like about 60 HP. And the tower was able to finish off Elements. Man, that's really
nicely done. Elements going for those risky kills. We have a little bit of action there in the middle between Vietnam and Canada, but Elements going for those risky kills, trying to get them and paying for a lot of them. But we have PDS here coming, getting another kill on Canada, and now going to be dying, of course, to Tryptamine. Don't know if that was exactly worth it. Remember, PDS does have that soul sealer, so every time he dies, he's just kind of putting himself back a little bit on that. That's
very true. And the thing I've noticed whenever I played with PDS is regardless of how he plays with he seems to always get fed even though he dies. He will always suicide and go in, and he ends up getting kills after he dies, so it evens out. Yeah, and we have a little action of V-Man taking a lot of damage from Tryptamine. Tryptamine actually going to potentially expunge there, and V-Man getting away with right at 175 HP or so. Not too bad at all. Looks like Countercraft was trying to gank their top, but too close to the tower perhaps. And now Tryptamine here is sitting mid. Tryptamine going a dagger of speed. Yeah, and boots of mobility here. So not exactly getting the best of farm off quite yet. Usually you see them go for a BF sword and a couple other items by that point. But he's making do with what he's got. Countercraft here working on, looks like he's working on, of course, his GA. He's got, of course, a Rigger's Lantern, a Ninja Tabby, and then Cloth Armor and Null Mantle. Yep, that does appear to be what he's getting. And he is counter jungling right now, taking their red buff. Probably going to give it to the Rain Man. Red buff very strong on Teemo because not only does he run extremely fast, but once you have that red buff, you can slow them down and just kite people all day long, doing lots of extra damage. The ticking damage from the red and the ticking damage from his E passive. Oh, so here they are. They're going to try and gank Elements up top. I don't know if it's going to actually work out because Elements obviously does have his ult and he can just jump out of there. But that extra poke does help.
Yeah, I'm just now coming to the point now where they try to get on Elements. Elements using his slice and dice there to get away in the tower range. But yeah, like you said, that definitely poke, especially in a 1v1 lane, that just puts him ahead. And it looks like PDiz is now going to try. They are going to gank in on Elements. Elements does pop his ulti. Countercraft having to use, of course, his turtle shell to get away. Elements so low, and they're just not going to be able to, or rather, he's not going to be able to get out of the situation. When you get 4-dived, there's not a lot you can do as a melee character.
Yeah, Peter's almost actually biting the dust as well, getting out with hardly any HP.
Yeah, it seems like you're about 6 seconds ahead of me. So.
Yeah, I keep pausing. But
we have Lux going down here to take out all those creep plays, using his ultimate there, of course, to secure an extra creep farm. Going 54 creep kills right now. So now starting to get ahead there of Garen, which is what you would expect. And looks like cannot just clairvoyance an area, but I wasn't able to actually see where. They actually have a pink ward middle, so they can see Twitch there moving up. Oh, and there is the Xin Zhao going in on Countercraft. Countercraft trying to get a stun off and run away. We have 3-man gank there. V-Man getting in there. Countercraft looks like he's going to be actually taken out. Is he going to go? No, he survives. Now, Cannon in a lot of trouble backing off there. Chuck Bass actually coming in here, and Lux coming in here from the side, getting a lot of damage off on Chuck Bass. Chuck Bass getting healed from Cannon. And, wow, nobody died in that team fight so far. Oh, we have Hafrican coming in. Double stun. Hafrican taking a lot of damage. I spoke too soon. Hafrican getting taken out by Twitch. V-Man actually coming here, looking to actually be taken out as well. A slow off from Xin Zhao, but, man, Pedias is coming for the win, saving him. And now the Rainman having to flash away, it looks like, to make sure to not get out of position there. Taking a couple pop shots off on Twitch there. Man, I spoke too soon. I thought nobody was going to die in that, but it
actually turned out pretty wild. They did catch him. Look at this, Teemo actually just trying to bait them into his shrooms. I don't know. He's all by himself though, so this is a really bad position for him. I don't know if he's.
Oh, gets taken out. I think he expected Pedias to come in there more than just Countercraft.
Yeah.
But now Pedias in a problem. Pedias going to be able to get taken out, and now Countercraft is stuck in a really bad spot. Is he going to be able to get taken? Oh, is he going to survive? No. Elements does exact revenge on Countercraft there. And now 3 middle, and I would assume Elements is going to take a couple pot shots at this tower. V-Man, though, is going to come in here, is going to use, of course, his, silence, and push Elements back off.
Definitely.
So nice
the Rain Man, if he saw the chat there, he's not too happy. Just typing in some random characters. Rain Man is known to rage a little bit when things don't go his way.
Yeah. Oh, Lux just barely not securing the dragon. Or wait, did V-Man get it?
I cannot tell, actually.
I can't actually tell if they got it or not. I don't think they did.
African doesn't.
No, Garen did get it. Garen #1, he got it.
Wow, very
but
good.
actually,
so,
African getting taken out. No, V-Man looks going to be taken out as well. So I don't know. V-Man getting a nice kill off of Cat. And now Peta is coming in here.
There's no way they're getting away with the Peta's round. He is deadly accurate with that Q ability. Yep. Elements, no chance. No chance.
He knows that, man.
I would not.
I was getting ready to say that wasn't worth it. One going in there and getting dragon, then dying to 2. That was, especially losing a lot of control. But then they all came in there, and we're actually able to make that out. Rayman now coming in here to take out Chuck Bass.
Doing that, Annie. Wow.
Man, he dies so quick.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Pete is. If he lands that Q, your life's done. You're gone.
So he's got 72 ability power from his Soul Stealer stacks right now, and nerf Garen up. I was reading some of the chat there. Countercraft doing a good job here. Actually, getting. He already had that heart of gold, did he, or did he not? Did he buy that?
I don't know.
I think he bought that. I was about to say he should have had most of for his GA now, but he looks like he went that instead. And we've got Teemo here going, of course, Madrid's Razors, a pickaxe, boots of tread, or rather Mercury treads, and 3 Dorn's blade as well.
This game is not looking good for them. They're actually even on towers, so it's still anyone's game. Obviously, they just took that one down, but it could be getting out of control pretty soon as Pitas continues to snowball forward. And if they're not careful, they just might get snowballed on really bad here. And these type of games where everybody is at a very high level, just a few kills behind can really just make it impossible for you to catch back up.
And a lot of times, the higher elo players will know this. So you may see people not give up, but just know when they've been beat, essentially. And you may have games last a little bit shorter than you'd expect. I just got a glimpse of Garen's items. Garen's going Mercury treads, and he now has a typical Sunfire cape. That's one thing I miss. I kind of miss Sunfire cape stacking.
Yeah.
It's too bad they don't do that anymore. But
bring me my cape of the suns.
I know.
Bring me another.
I remember when I play Moo, and all I would do is stack Sunfire cape.
Same thing.
And just
with,
cry people
Malphite.
to death.
Okay, we have a fight going on here. Rain Man baiting people into his shrooms, and we're gonna have Garen jump in with his spin to win, get a kill. That's 2 kills racked up. This is not good. They better get out of there. If they lose any more people, then
there we go. I am just now experiencing the awesomeness right now on my screen, and you're totally spoiling it for me.
Sorry.
Countercraft is coming up here. Looks to get a possible kill on Twitch. Twitch is now invisible, but is end up going to be taken out in invisibility by Pedias there. And now they're going to go secure Baron. It looks like they're now pinging on the map. But despite the fact that the delay is still going quite well with this dual commentary here. And
yeah, definitely can't wait for real commentaries and observer mode.
Yeah, I mean, props to the guys again who made this. They, with what they were given, is quite a good app. I know some people give it flack for it's lacking in some areas, but considering what they're actually given to work with to actually create this, it's actually quite good, and I actually give them props for doing that. It looks like Xin Zhao is going down their bottom to take out bottom tower, but it doesn't really matter. They're going to 5-man push with Baron here middle, and at this point, Xin Zhao is just best to actually take out the tower if he could, possibly. I mean, they're defending 3 against 5 with Baron buff would be quite difficult. He does end up getting taking out the bottom tower here. It looks like Renekton is going to end up pushing top. And they were trying to get a kill on Twitch there. Wasn't quite able to do it. Pete is here coming in with his Q. Getting in a night off on Twitch. Ooh. Twitch going to end up being taken by V-Man. And Countercraft coming up here and pushing forward. Doing a great job of zoning them out so they can't protect that tower. And
yeah,
it looks like
There's
This
no way
is
they
going to
can
be
win at this
GG
point.
right here.
Those last 2 team fights lost in the game. The fight right before Baron and the right at Dragon. And like I said, they were going to snowball if they lose one more fight, which they did, and they picked up Baron, and they just can't hold them back. They're going to push all the way.
And yeah, they were just really not countering Peters a lot. I mean, they were getting some kills off him, but Peters is just showing deadly accuracy with his Q there and really putting a lot of hurt in those team fight damage, and especially there with V-Mans. V-Mans really pulling up the rear and using all that AoE from both him and Countercraft and African. All that AoE damage is taken out. They have a lot of squishies, and I got a little lag there, and it looks like we're coming back.
Yeah, if you see that, and notice that Peters has got all the kills, 14, 4, and 6 here at the end of the game. V-Man actually at 8 kills, very nice. Rayman didn't even have to carry this game. It was all on Peters there getting snowballed.
Yeah, V-Man had a little slow of a start of a game, and we have some final skirmishes here. Peters looks like he's going to be able to get taken out, but he's got so much damage going. It looks like he's going to do some work himself. We got a kill off on Elements there, and at this point, it's just... There's nothing really they can do. It's definitely a GG
Very
there.
good game, though. It was close for
it was quite a good game. Quite exciting. A lot of good team fights in there.
Though, definitely.
Yeah, and so, guys, this is Spunkify and ColbyCheeze. I hope you guys enjoyed our commentary, despite the little lag between us. But if you guys want to see more commentaries like this, you can definitely go ahead and check out ColbyCheeze's channel. That's youtube.com/ColbyCheeze with a Z, not an S.
That's
and
right.
Of course, you can check out LeagueTopTen anytime you want. Colby, do you have any final words before we go today?
Nope, that's it. It was fun casting, and I hope to see more like this, and I'll see you guys around for the next one.
All right, guys, it's Spunkify out. I'll see you later.